Hello everyone, this is Angela from Land Central. In today's video, we are going to talk about what is a land survey and the reasons you would get one. So first up, what is a land survey? So a land survey is performed for the purpose of locating, describing, and mapping the boundaries of property lines and corners of a parcel of land. It may also include mapping the topography or shape or features of the parcel. It also identifies the location of buildings and other improvements upon the parcel. Land surveys are often used to apply for building permits, resolve neighbor disputes, or like erecting a fence. So why would someone need to do a land survey? Or how do you determine if you need to have a land survey done? So here are some situations in which a land survey could be performed. You can get a land survey if you're buying a new piece of property. This can help determine where the property lines are in relation to the neighboring property's boundaries. You can get a land survey done if you're constructing anything new on your property. Most zoning ordinances and neighborhood codes will specify the required setback from your property line. A setback is a distance from a street, property line, curb, or structure created by the local ordinances or building codes. If you don't know precisely where your property line is, you won't be able to adhere to this regulation. You can get a survey done if your property has any access easements. All property owners are entitled to access their property, and this often requires getting an easement to allow the use of a neighboring land parcel for access. Easements should specify very clearly the center line and width of any access corridors. You can get a survey done if you're selling your property. Having a current survey on file will greatly improve the marketability of your home or property. It can be a benefit to attract possible buyers who are interested in purchasing. You can get a survey done if you need to verify the acreage of your property for tax assessments. So your local jurisdiction may require you to have a current survey on file to correctly access property taxes, or to currently assess property taxes. Or you can get a survey done, lastly, if your neighbor starts building anything new. If you suspect that your neighbor is encroaching on your property or violating setback regulations, you'll need a survey of your own property to initiate any legal action. And this will help with any neighbor disputes. So these are some reasons why you would want to get a land survey done. So oftentimes I get asked if Land Central surveys our properties. And normally we don't survey the properties that we purchase. One of the reasons is because we rotate through too many properties. We buy properties as is and sell them as is. And not everyone wants to build on the property that they're purchasing. We, of course, have had customers who go ahead and get a survey done on the property they are purchasing. And sometimes you can check with the county to see if any previous owners have had a survey or survey plat recorded. So how does Land Central find the property lines? So we use plat maps or GIS systems. GIS stands for Geographic Information Systems. GIS is a mapping technology that allows the user to create and interact with a variety of maps and data sources. GIS integrates databases with geo-referenced spatial data or maps tied to a specific known location. And a lot of counties will have a GIS or mapping system that the general public can look at, or sometimes you can download the plat maps online or order them from the county. Oftentimes counties will have a disclaimer about the GIS information, that the maps are used for graphical purposes only and don't represent a legal survey. We use the most up-to-date software to get the property lines as close as we can. However, you're putting a flat map on around and oftentimes bumpy earth. So this is another reason why for a survey. We basically follow the same tenet as the counties. If you want the exact lines, the best option is to get a survey done. So prices on surveys can vary widely, not only by locality and surveyor, but also by dozens of project-specific details. Nationally, the average cost to purchase a land survey is about $456, with the range between $367 to nearly $490. Again, these figures can vary greatly based on location and a myriad of other factors. So I've seen surveys cost up to like $1,200. A surveyor can cost more depending on how rural the property is, how far away they have to travel, and if there are a lot of options or available surveyors where the property is located. Normally a surveyor is an independent contractor, kind of like an appraiser, so the cost can fluctuate based on their availability. I normally suggest our customers to Google the closest city for surveyors and then call a few to get some quotes. So only you can decide if a land survey is right for you. It really depends on what your purpose is for your vacant lot, as to if you want to incur the cost of a land survey. I always think it's a good idea to have one, but it's totally up to you and what your specific purpose for your property is, and if it's even required. We hope that this video was helpful for you in some way, and we appreciate you as customers here at Land Central, and we hope to help you succeed in your dream as a landowner. If you like our video, please feel free to share it or subscribe to our YouTube video or like our Facebook page. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day.